What's up?
Good evening.
What's up, Drag Driver Pete?
Already on here? Goodness.
Man, I feel special now.
I know.
Man.
Nice.
It's always nice when there's somebody watching immediately when we start up.
I was watching and there for a second. I'm like, man, this is gonna be the first time we've started a show, and there
With
hasn't
zero
been
viewers.
with 0 people. I was gonna make a comment, but man, that changed.
It was bound to happen. It was
got
bound
one.
to happen.
Because yeah.
Benville Lunar is in. Bucket List Mob is in.
Hello, ladies. Oh, what's going on, fellas?
Same old, same old. That for me. I know you've had a crazy one, but
Yeah.
tonight we're gonna argue a little bit. I can feel it. I can see it brewing as we speak right now. Pat Bully, hey, what's up?
What are we arguing about?
A couple things,
Okay.
but the biggest thing we're probably gonna argue about is gonna be we're gonna talk Carb versus EFI at some point tonight.
Ooh. Okay. No, I think you just unsubscribed from Doherty, not the show.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
All right. Before we get into it, let's start out with some random stuff because I wanted to piece some things together.
Okay.
Tonight was the award ceremony for the Detroit Autorama. That right there is your Don Riddler Award winner.
It's of a wagon variety. I dig it.
The Nomads seem to do really well with the Riddler Award.
Oh.
A lot of real estate there to make look good.
Yeah.
Bucket list, you missed it. That was before the show.
We're starting a Patreon. That's all there is to it.
Hey, not to change something. I literally walked in here, didn't say a word, got on, took my shirt off. Nobody else wants to see this, I promise. Just to let you know. You're not missing out on anything. Anyway, Nomad Suite.
So that was your Don Riddler Award winner. For those who don't know, that's probably one of the highest awards for a car show on the face of the planet. I mean, there's pretty much two at the top of the heap, and that's America's Most Beautiful Roadster and the Riddler Award. And the Riddler is extremely detail oriented. Like the bolt heads all have to be facing the same direction. Bucket List was apparently at Autorama today.
Nice.
But no, I think it's a cool car. You should definitely get on Facebook and check it out. Of course, we stole all those pictures from Detroit Autorama's Facebook page. Go check that thing out.
It's not stealing anything. We're sharing their content.
We're sharing. That's true.
They love that.
I'm certain that they do.
I wish people would share our stuff like that. That'd be cool.
Yes.
I'd be okay. I wouldn't be mad at all.
They would probably share more if you would take your shirt off during the show instead of before the show.
I think that's the opposite of what we would get, guys. So
there's a poll we put out there to the commenters. Does Bodie
not the commenters?
Whereas Doherty calls it Burt Kreishering it.
Yeah.
It would be more like something like this. I'd be like,
oh, goodness.
I thought I cracked that open for a second. Anyway.
It would have just made the show better.
Yeah.
I've been in an office where we accidentally kicked one of those bottles open a little bit.
Man. That just reminds me of Jimmy and Sean finishing off a nitrous bottle one day. That was weird.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Maddox says, get yourself an OnlyFans.
A lot of comments. Okay. That's my favorite comment was the Bonely fans. Several meanings, I guess.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm not against it. I'm trying to build a race car. You know what I'm saying?
Mind your business.
I'm only doing it to get through this build. No, I can't use a college excuse. Just getting myself through college. No,
Just getting myself through college.
just getting myself through this build. So anyway,
Hot Rod Central went on a hot rod gathering in Tulsa today to
it's like a fundraiser.
there's a fundraiser. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Long story short, old school hot rodder with some cool stuff. Through and through, gearhead. He was called by one of our buddies a straight up greaser. You know what I mean? It's all he's ever known. And he got into an accident, no insurance, no workers' comp, and now he's needing some help. So all the hot rod community's pulling together, and they're having an auction and get together and donations and everything, try to help the guy out. So it's awesome.
And you can see the Hot Rod Central truck out there parked in the middle of it. Seemed to be a great day. If you guys want to help out in any way, I'm sure you can stop by Hot Rod Central, talk to Colby. He'd be able to point you in the right direction on how to help that feller out. Hot Rod Central does have a cruise coming up. March 22nd, they're going to be going on their monthly cruise. So highly recommend you guys join up with Hot Rod Central on that. Hopefully we're all running by that point because we're all booked up for drag and drive stuff.
When is it?
You guys have fun.
March 22nd. Good shakedown run for the Nova.
That's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
22nd. Today's the 2nd, so that's 20 days.
Yes.
This is true.
Dude better be running in 20 days.
It could be.
Should.
Man. John does have the coolest battery disconnect switch on the planet.
Oh, it's super cool.
It is.
So what have we done on your car, Doherty?
Bo came down and got the battery disconnect wired up. So I got power all the way to the starter now. Just got to get power from that point to the bulkhead fitting on the firewall, and then I can power the under the dash. Fuel system's done. I still got to mount some seats. That's going to be a kind of a bitch, but
Are you going to order just the brackets from Kirky? You're going to make those deals?
I was just going to bend some up, but it might be beneficial to just order them at this point. I don't know.
Yeah. They look pretty simple, but then again,
it's just a time thing at this point. I got running short on that. I think I got a few more strap clamps to put on the bottom of the car for battery cable and charge wire. Fuel lines are cool, but gotta reroute the transmission cooler lines and remount that dude in the front of the car because back of the car is not where one wants to live.
Yeah.
So circuit, yea or nay?
For me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. Bo, where are we at on yours?
Oh, same place. I made a shifter mount and some cup holder.
Man, I was going to throw the picture of the cup holders on here.
Yeah, I got the little metal cup holders I ordered today. They came in, they fit right down in place. Really finishes that deal off.
really brings the room together.
Really ties it together. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, that's pretty much it. I got to take the transmission to. I'm taking my Turbo 400 to Cantrail Racing to do just for a freshen up and a trans brake. So, which luckily, where we were keeping the panel truck over at Colby's, we got it out of there. We got the panel truck sold. I put it up for sale on Marketplace, and dude, within 20 minutes, there was people begging to send me money, asking me, what's your Cash App, PayPal? Let me send you a deposit. one guy just straight up called me and said, I want it. I'll come tonight. It was 7:30. I'm like, man, we can't get to it tonight. It's behind the fence and it's locked up. And I'm not calling the owner of the place to leave his house at 9 a.m. or 9 p.m. by the time you get here. So yeah, Fro gets the same sponsorship deal too.
That's true.
So the little bit of money we made on that, I don't know if that's going to help me upgrade the trans brake game or not. So,
well, we've said it on this show before. Trans brakes are for the street.
Well, now the decision's a regular trans brake, or do I get a fancy billet first and second gear leave? You know what I mean? Never really even considered the second gear leave, but maybe.
If those were eggs, he's rich.
I got the fancy billet trans brake, but it's not a second gear leave deal.
Yeah.
Well, I have a heater now.
Good job.
Sweet. How's that work? Is it working?
Tell us about your heater.
So it's
I turn a switch on and it gets warm.
You see what it is I turn it on and then you can see out the windshield.
Yeah.
No, it works. I burn up the rheostat, but it works. What do you expect for a $40 heater unit?
You did what? I didn't hear you. What'd you say?
I burned up the rheostat.
I totally wasn't paying attention to the story.
Yeah. I kind of do. I mean, I didn't hear. I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah,
I thought you said urea, and I was like, what? Okay.
No, the volume knob on the heater went bad.
Gotcha.
But luckily, I can replace that by itself. So
I understand what that meant.
And I put a tack in, so now I can actually argue with Doherty as to how many RPM I'm turning when I'm on the highway.
That's been an argument?
Yeah, because I said it was probably around 1,800 RPM, and Doherty goes, "You got a tack? Because if you ain't got a tack, don't say it."
I bet you it's lower than 1,800.
I don't know. Very curious.
It's an overdrive with like a 270 rear gear, I think.
273 rear gear, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bit much.
It's long-legged. Whatever. It works. It looks nice and it sounds cool. And it drives fine. You got it all.
It does.
You got it all. And you got a heater.
Yeah.
And I have a heater. So now if I need a defroster, I at least have that.
You got it plumbed for defrost?
So what?
You got it plumbed for defrost?
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't have any. There's no vents in this car. Like it never had a heater or an air conditioner. It had an underdash air conditioner, but it doesn't have vents in the dash other than the defroster vents.
Yeah. All right. Nobody wants to hear about our crap.
Perfect.
What are we talking about?
Hold on. Let's do one more random.
Oh, I sent you this earlier because this is awesome.
This is awesome. This is a 57 Chevy with a 59 roof.
It's pretty
You can kind of see how much of the changes. Like I got to commend anybody who's doing something new with a Tri-5 Chevy.
Oh, then you need to call Bad Chad. He's killing it.
Oh, is he?
Is he Bad Chadding one up?
Just go watch Bad Chad's channel right now. It's cool.
Great. Now he just raised his viewership by 13.
Listen, I say that, and I haven't watched it though. I see the reels, the shorts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's chopping a Bel Air. I think it's Bel Air, and he's kind of. It hasn't gone perfect. He's had to make a bunch of extra panels and weird stuff. I don't know.
That's right.
I don't have all the information. I haven't seen it finished. It could have turned out sweet, man. I don't know.
It did not, and
it did not.
I've watched some of the shorts that you're talking about.
Yeah,
like it's absolutely not necessary to chop that top ever.
Yeah,
that's just my opinion. But like bubble tops don't need to be chopped.
I'm sorry for even bringing that up. Let's focus on the coolness.
So this is basically a bubble top roof on a 57 Chevy. It brings the windshield back further into where the trunk lid area is at. It basically chops that big bulky section out at the top. It's clean.
It looks awesome.
It is clean.
Looks very right.
All right. So
Jolene, yeah.
do I have any more randomness before we get into it? No.
Hey, I'm gonna sell this car. That's what he said. It's a bucket list set. I'm gonna sell this car. Hey, if he sells that one for $5,000, I'm jumping on it. I'm gonna try.
I didn't know that was the proper spelling for car in Canada, but it is.
In Canada, that's car.
Car.
That's awesome.
Oh goodness. All right. So you guys have been dealing with an EFI install.
I haven't been.
Well, you've been helping John.
I helped for 20 minutes the other day. You know what I mean? I ran the power and ground for that ECU and then hooked up wired up the disconnect switch stuff. That's it.
You ran that power and ground, and now I'm like, okay, next step, run the. I guess I gotta have another power wire.
Yes. Well, you gotta have a 12 volt key.
Yeah, but there's another one too. There's another.
Oh yeah, another one that goes straight to the battery. Yeah.
Well, now I'm like, well, shit. I just need to pull all that crap back out and run the other 12 volt power to the battery and and my fuel pump signal wire all the way back there, and then like loom them all together in that one loom.
Full-time power wire. Yeah, we'll just run it right along where I ran the other two.
So like another loom or in that loom.
We'd probably fit it in that loom, right?
So I got to take it all back out.
Well, I'll come do it. It was easy.
Was it?
Yeah, wasn't bad at all.
Okay, good, because I got to order wire.
Okay. Yeah, our wire guy's out of town, so
I need green and red 10 gauge.
Yeah.
That is the truth. You do need a 12 volt. You need a power wire that has 12 volts while cranking. Don't forget that.
So anyway, say all that to say this. He's leaving a carburetor and going to fuel injection. But not because carburetors are the worst.
No, they're the best.
It's just a bit. Oh, really?
Here we go. That's a cool shirt Bo's wearing.
It is. It's one of my favorites, actually. And I missed out on the other shirts. But I think I said this on another show. If they accepted PayPal, I'd had it a long time ago. It's my failure. Why did you go to fuel injection? What was the deal?
I don't know. I probably shouldn't have.
What should you have done? What do you think? Dominator? Like a 1050 Dommy?
I don't really know. I really thought if I went to fuel injection, I could get a pump gas, something going on for driving.
So you like the idea of being able to switch tunes?
I like the idea of being able to switch tunes.
And it
switch
reading off the, yeah.
E85 to 110 racing, or from E85 to 93 driving on the street.
Yeah. So that was your main deal?
That's the main thing, and it looks really cool.
Well, that's a really good reason. I mean, that's a solid reason.
And there's so much witchcraft in a carburetor that I don't want to study all that crap. What?
Dude, my experience with the wagon so far is I've had 2 different fuel injection systems and 2 different carburetors on it. And I love them all.
Yeah.
Except for when they're not right, they suck. It's just from my experience, when a carburetor is not right, it's a lot easier to figure out what the problem is, because there'll only be a few things, right? The fuel injection stuff, the fancier it gets. The first fuel injection system I had was that Phytech unit. There's only a few things on that basic Phytech unit that could have gone wrong, and you've dealt with a few of them on your Phytech unit that you use.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean. Mine ran great, amazing till it didn't, till the ECU went bad. Then I went to a carburetor. The carburetor's great. There was things about the carburetor that I liked a lot more than the Phytec. It seemed like it made a little bit more power on the carburetor. Then I went to the Holley. The High had issues with the Holley, but turned out there was real issues. We sent it off to Holley, got it fixed, brought it back. Money, had some other issues that were my fault, whatever.
Yeah.
Borrowed a carburetor from you or Jonathan, Pedro, put it on the car, ran great, ran amazing. Still wasn't 100% right, but because it didn't have all the sensors and everything going on, it still let it run, but it didn't hurt anything. So I'm right here with the carburetor fuel injection stuff. I think it depends on what car and what your goals are and what you're going to do with it.
Yeah.
That's my whole assessment of this.
Allegedly, the fuel injection, you can get a whole lot better tune for driving where you don't asphyxiate everybody in the car.
For sure. Yeah, because you just put in a target AFR and that fuel injection will get there as long as everything's right.
As long as you can keep your plug wires healthy, get good spark on all 8 cylinders,
and no exhaust leaks.
No exhaust leaks. You got all your sensors sensoring.
Yeah,
everything's cool.
Bro,
better fuel atomization through the EFI, so you're getting a cleaner burn. The tunability is everything that you're looking for. But yeah, I think you're right. I think when it comes right down to it with carburetors, it's something I can handle. It's something that I can work with. That's really simple. When you have a sensor drop out on a EFI unit, or when you have an injector go out, then you're why am I getting feedback now? What's going on here?
I don't like no feedback. What's up?
Check 1, check 2. I can adjust the carburetor a little bit easier to at least get me to the next stop. If you drop an injector or 2 injectors or 3 injectors, you're pretty much done for until you can get a new injector.
It don't have to be an injector, dude. It could be a map sensor issue. It could be O2 sensor issue. It could be a fuel pressure, even a sensor issue showing not enough fuel pressure. It's going to run differently. That's one of our good buddies who builds some really nice stuff. He's got some customers that run like the big fuel tech systems and blah, 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 right? And he says, when all that fuel injection stuff is working and it's right, it's obviously the best thing in the world. But some of it's getting too smart to where if something is a tiny bit off, it's just going to shut the whole thing down, right? And that can cause issues on these big high horsepower cars when they're making a pass, and something gets out of its parameters just a tiny bit to where it wouldn't hurt anything, but it's not in that parameter for that EFI where it's set up. It just shuts it down, and then it causes issues. Carburetor is not going to do that, right? I mean, if something's a tiny bit off, it's gonna. Now, with that being said, if something's way off, carburetor's going to let your junk blow up too, so.
Well,
like I said, there's a place for both.
Well, and there's a lot of things that if you're one of the older guys who's used to a carburetor and you get into the EFI stuff, there's a lot of times when you'll run across a simple, stupid problem. And I ran into this. I went and looked at a guy's car a couple weeks ago, and basically he had the system installed. Everything was working fine. He drove it home, and now all of a sudden it doesn't work fine anymore. Well, after digging through and looking at what was going on, when he got it back to the house, on the Terminator, the map sensor is mounted on the Terminator circuit board. So you've got to run a hose from the intake into wherever the ECU is mounted. Well, it turns out, go ahead.
I would say if you choose to use that map sensor.
If you choose to
use that. You can set up an external map sensor. John set up an external map sensor on his deal.
Right.
So anyway.
But what happened with this guy is he was running that ECU mounted map sensor. He went through when he got the car back from the shop and cleaned up some wiring. And when he did, he zip tied that vacuum line in with the rest of his electrical wiring and closed that line off. So now all of a sudden he's not getting a reading from the map sensor. So that was his entire problem. I went in, cut 2 zip ties, and he's back on the road. He's good to go. And it's one of those things where he's frustrated because he didn't see what was going on.
You know what else else it does, it makes it look like a map sensor issues whenever your rotor phasing's off.
When your rotor phasing's off.
It'll cause all kinds of weird stuff.
We've learned several things since most of us switched over to EFI, and that is one of them. Rotor phasing is in fact key.
So John said his reason for going to fuel injection. My main reason for going to fuel injection was because I got a good deal on it, number one. Because it's way more fuel. At the time, the motor I had, the small block, it did not need the Terminator kit that it had no reason to have 8 100-pound injectors and all that junk. It didn't need that. The big block with the nitrous, different deal. I'm actually going to be using some of it now. But my deal with the fuel injection stuff, I like being able to spray my nitrous through it and have it control the nitrous. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It controls so much stuff that instead of adding a separate fuel system, I'm going to run 110, and the Holley's going to bring in the nitrous. We're going to it's going to turn the nitrous on when I tell it to. It's just going to add more fuel through the injectors. I'm going to set up. You can set up safeties and all. I mean, so that was my main thing, is that ease of running a nitrous system. With the carburetor, I had the standalone fuel system and all that stuff, and it worked fine. It worked great, no issues. But
I'm curious to see how this is going to work out on Doherty's car. I think Doherty's car is a good candidate for the EFI system that he's running. And I think you're going to wind up getting some more out of this than even you expect.
I think, if anything, your car is just going to be so much happier. Just driving.
Oh yeah.
If you don't get anything, if you don't get any ET out of it, which I still think you will, because you're getting more airflow now. I think it's just gonna be a much happier motor. It's gonna be where it should be, as far as AFRs and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
My only reservation now, like with the carburetor, I was pretty easy to throw it on and just go to the track, make a pass, make a couple adjustments, and even if it's not like great, you can make it good enough. And I have no idea. I've never even looked at the software, how to make adjustments to this deal.
It's not hard.
Sub 30 days before having to race the car. No idea what I'm going to do to get that tuned.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You get it fired up. There's base tunes. There's a thing called global tune on the Hollies, and there's a NA big block cubic inch already on the global files. You just throw it in and get started. That'll get you fired up and get you going.
And then you just go.
And then you go drive it around.
Make rips.
No.
On a global, tuner.
You start on with a global tune and you just go drive it around. You baby it around for a while, slow RPM rolls. I mean, you don't want to go out and just stand on it. You know what I mean?
True.
You probably could, is the thing. And the fuel injection being smart, it's good. If you get into trouble, it's going to shut it down. But you'll enter some of your own parameters, some of your own stuff. But man, it'll learn on its own so much, and then you'll, like we talked about, you'll want to take it to a tuner, to someone that knows what's going on and really get it dialed in for you. But the cleaner you make this install, and as long as everything's working, everything is right, no exhaust leaks, the wiring's right and clean, it should go pretty stinking good.
Cool.
Now just remember,
if me and Fro can make it happen, you can make it happen. I promise.
Just remember, there's certain little things, and you've done an awesome job of doing what we've preached the entire time we've talked about EFI. Read the instructions. Read the instructions.
Did you say he did an awesome job of reading the instructions?
Yes.
Okay.
Did he not?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not.
The way you've been setting everything up, it seems like you're actually paying attention to what you need to do. Just remember, there's a lot of small details.
Oh yeah.
Like that self-learning system doesn't kick in until a certain temperature. There's a lot of variables before you get to that self-learning thing. And as we said before, phasable rotor.
Make sure it's right.
I don't have a rotor.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't need that deal.
He doesn't need that deal.
I have a dual sync and a full coil on plug set up.
which will make
Then
it
Pin-
even easier.
Directly into the Holley main harness.
Then you're going to need to get somebody techie around you so that they can get on the laptop and make some changes in there based on what you tell them. It's going to look like Fast and Furious in there. It's going to be awesome. Danger to intake manifold.
Dink, 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 dink. Let's get him rolling in. Okay. No. Okay. Nothing. Gotcha.
You got to be careful. You're going to lose the floorboard and a whole bunch of washers.
Son of a biscuit.
You're lucky your intake doesn't have welds on it because you
Yeah.
Blow the welds right off.
Yeah. That's going to be our second Mystery Science Theater 3000 is Fast and Furious 1.
Fill your pocket full of green washers.
Just throw them out on the track as you go.
Oh, man. So, I mean, we're definitely not having an argument. I think we all kind of feel the same way. Now, we talked a whole bunch about fuel injection, right? When it's good, it's good. When it's a little off, it sucks. I know from experience. Right?
Yeah.
But when everything's right, it's amazing. It's the same thing with the carburetor. I didn't think at all that any fuel injection system would be as snappy as a real nice Holley carburetor. You know what I mean? I just say Holley because that's what I used to. But it's not true. The Holley stuff's pretty snappy. At least on what you know what I mean? It's comparable for sure. But
it is, and there's a lot of benefits with the EFI stuff. But if you're one of those guys who's easily frustrated, just go ahead and do this. Just buy the EFI system, throw it on the car, get mad at it for absolutely no reason whatsoever, and put your carburetor back on. That'll kill a whole day, and you get to feel like you switched over to EFI.
Yeah. Yeah.
When are you gonna make the switch?
I'm gonna have an exhaust put on this car this week so that I have an O2 sensor bung. I say this week. I'm gonna talk to the guy who runs the shop this week and see if he can schedule me in. I think he's booked about 3 weeks out, but I want to get an O2 sensor bung in the exhaust and an exhaust system in here that doesn't look like it was pieced together joints by me.
Man, that's crazy because your car sounds good, and I've never noticed your exhaust looking like crap.
It doesn't. I took a grinder to it. I made it look nice.
Well, I don't know. Teach your own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Frozen bunghole.
Frozen need a new bunghole.
I need a new bunghole. Anyway,
we're gonna save that. We're gonna save that.
Save that. Play that on the greatest hits at the end of the year. I need a new bunghole.
And then you're putting the Phytech right on it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see any reason not to. The way I plumb the fuel lines, they should be good for 60 psi. I'll have to switch 2 little sections of rubber hose.
Why?
Because they're not EFI rated hose. Kyle, don't tease me because I will swing by there. Now the part where we are going to argue. Do you guys want to get into that, or are we finished with EFI versus carburetor? Or we can talk about Griggs's comment.
No, I don't think. I mean, I want to, but we probably shouldn't.
Oh, all right. So to each his own. EFI, carburetor, doesn't matter.
I don't know. Anybody else have any final thoughts? John, Fro? No. Yeah. We know that John's a carburetor guy. He is.
Yes.
Deep down, he's a carburetor guy.
But I think I got to the limit of what I was able to do with a carburetor. I can change power valve and jet size, and
when it comes to air bleeds and stuff, though,
we got the witchcraft of the air bleeds and all the other circuits that are in a fancy new carburetor. It's not like a freaking Edelbrock 650 or 600 on a small block Chevy anymore. It's
small block Ford.
Oh, you got the same thing right there.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple to dial one of those dudes in.
Yeah, you just kind of throw it on there and hope for the best.
and it usually just runs.
It usually just runs.
It's not going to be like ridiculous high performance deal. It's probably better than stock, but there's so little to do with them, and it's just going to run.
Yeah.
If you buy an appropriately sized one, all you pretty much do is adjust the idle air screws, adjust your idle, and go.
It's literally all I've done.
Super simple.
Boogie.
Once you get past that and you're trying to change the AFR in a bunch of different RPM ranges at wide open throttle, under load.
Okay, so Voodoo asked about who worked on the bicycle. Is everyone all right? How'd you know about that? How'd that get out?
Your mama posted it.
My mama? Oh, mama.
No, your mama posted it.
Mama posted it. So, okay, I'll throw it out there. I told her I wasn't going to talk about this.
She put it in the world.
I know, but well, you know what she did? We were at the hospital, and that was about 10 minutes after a shot of morphine. She literally looked at me and goes, "Here, take my phone. I'm posting on social media." I said, give me that. So our little girl loves riding her bike. So she's been begging us to get bikes to go riding with her. So I went and bought my wife a like beach cruiser style bike today. Got home after church, after lunch, got the bike out of the truck. My wife, who has not ridden a bike in 22 years, I said, "Hey, sit on there, make sure everything's right, feels good." She just jumped on it and goes to bombing down our driveway. And yeah, she crashed that dude. She lost it, landed, busted her up, hit her head on my trailer. Head's fine. She little fractured her ankle. She broke a little chip off of her fibula down by her ankle. She had a little piece of bone chipped off. So she is fine. She's currently in bed, matted up, foot up. She's fine though.
It's a good looking bike.
It is. It's cool. It's got a basket in the front. It's got a cup holder and a cell phone holder. It's got a deal on the back to put the little, crate. It's pretty cool. But
a real nice Huffy.
After I helped her up and got her into the house, got her foot up, put ice on it, I went back out and dragged the bike from underneath the trailer. Brought it back up to the trailer. Golly.
Your trailer's in the backyard.
No, it's up in front now.
Oh, did you move the trailer to the front?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn.
What's she doing?
Yeah. That's the training wheels things. So my 15-year-old son, he was joking at lunch. He's like, "Yeah, we probably should put some training wheels on that." And we all laughed, whatever. Meanwhile, my wife's talking about taking it off sweet jumps and everything. After we get back from the emergency room and I got her in bed, my son walks in and was like, "Guess we really should have put training wheels on it." Go to your room.
Go get out of here.
No, we all laughed. It's a good time. Like I told you guys before the show started, my wife has got the best sense of humor, and we're already joking and kidding about it. It's fine. So good. Most of our conversation at the hospital, at the ER, was they asked her, do you feel safe at home? And I'm like, of course. I'm the one that pushed her down, Jeez. I felt judged the whole time after that. Whatever.
Oh.
Anyway.
So before we dig too much deeper into that, let's talk about the one thing we are going to argue about.
Okay.
Arkansas House Bill 1564 and 1567. Basically, what they're trying to do is they're trying to limit the decibel level of racing areas in the state of Arkansas.
Okay.
The gentleman who posted the video posted up, he was recording over 70 dBs at his property line. initial feelings on this before I get too deep into this.
No, go ahead and get deep into it because I haven't really dug into it myself.
Well, lucky you, because I have. This bill is being spearheaded by a representative named Wayne Long, who has lived in the town that he lives in on the property that he lives on for quite some time. There is an off-road park next door to his property called the Ridge Off-Road Park. It opened in 2021. Basically, what he's seeing is that this is one of those off-road parks where they're raising hell at all times of the night. They're let me drop him down here. Bo had to leave us for just a second. Basically, what it's coming down to is he's recording high volume at his property line at the wee hours of the night, 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning, 6 in the morning, stuff like that. When I did some digging on this, what I've basically come up with is he's been in this Wayne Long has been in the House of Representatives since 2023. Again, he's lived on this property for quite some time. Yes, his ankle monitor was going off. The bill is worded in a way so that it sounds like what he's trying to do is get everybody to be quiet. But what he's basically showing is that if you get over 75 dBs at the property line, you're looking at $1,000 fine. There's going to be quiet hours from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. If you violate those, you're going to look at a fine of $1,000. Now, reading into these bills, the first bill just basically changes it so that they can include off-road parks as racing parks, which as of right now, they are not. The second part of the bill basically opens the door for property owners to sue a racing park next to them for a loss in property value. So I get where the guy's coming from, but at the same time, this is going to wind up taking its toll on literally everybody who's part of a racing organization or any racetrack that is built after the point that this law goes into effect. Technically, everybody who has a race park right now is grandfathered in, but this is going to affect all new racetracks of any type. Doherty, what's your feelings on this?
Feel like he needs to F off somewhere else.
Wise words from a very political man.
I don't know who this cat is. He just wants a quiet place to go eat crayons. I don't know. I like who 70 dBs can I run my Dixie chopper in the neighborhood and stay under 70?
I don't believe you can.
Yeah.
Now, 70 dBs at the property line, you'd have to have that mower pretty close to the property line.
You think? Really?
Yeah. Your mower's not that loud.
What's okay?
You're on mute, Bo. So my mower it's straight piped. Not
so
really.
basically, just to catch you up to where we're at, if you're over 75 dBs at the property line,
yep,
it's $1,000 fine. Quiet hours from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Okay.
Violation of that is $1,000 fine. The biggest problem with this bill after reading it is that it does open the door for property owners to sue owners of a race park for loss of property value.
Wow, that's a whole bunch of crap.
All the crap.
Kyle has a point.
No, Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you, Pendergraph. Bo, what's your initial thoughts on this?
Man, I already said it. Sounds like a load of crap to me. Sounds like someone that's mildly important bought some land close to somewhere that's kind of noisy.
Actually, he has lived there for quite some time.
Oh. I don't know. Wait a minute, the track. I don't know.
I have an opinion on this, but I wanted to wait until you guys got through yours before I jumped in.
Go ahead with it. I mean,
I think the guy has a point, but my problem is that this is going to affect everyone in racing. This is going to affect every track that goes in from this point moving forward. The rest of them are grandfathered in case you missed that part. My thing is this, and you can take this as what you want because I don't like side-by-sides. And I think that's what this is. This is a bunch of side-by-sides partying out in the woods, raising hell, causing trouble. Punish those guys. Don't punish the drag racers. Don't punish the circle track racers. If they're not giving you a problem, stop punishing people that aren't giving you the problem and start punishing the people who are causing the trouble.
well, it's the whole the squeaky wheel gets the grease, right?
Right, but this is you got one squeaky wheel and they're going to grease the whole state.
Yeah, no, I get it. Don't agree with it, but I get it.
Pendergraph is right. It is, the town is kind of in Podunk, Arkansas. It is
There
it is way out there.
Government overreach. That's right.
It is government overreach. Now we're not a political show, and we're not educated enough to fight a political fight. But you guys got to fight this one. If you're watching this and you're in Arkansas, like, you got to fight this. You got to say something about it. You got to vote against it when it comes up for a vote. This is a generalization that's going to affect everybody instead of attacking the people that are attacking him.
It looks like circle track racing is big in Arkansas. Shocker.
No, what's a shocker is so are dudes wearing yoga pants.
That's
In
only in a
Arkansas.
certain section of Arkansas.
Oh, okay. That's happened where it's where you hang out.
That just happens to be where I live.
Okay.
If it makes you feel any better, I don't own any yoga pants.
Oh. You working on your man bun or no?
Like, it's getting there. I think it's starting to fill in a little bit.
It's filling in. It's nice.
It's filling in.
Okay.
I'm working with it.
Man, I had some cutoff jean shorts for a long time. They were called my creek shorts.
It's true.
Nobody wants to see those either, I promise. When I was younger, I thought it was really funny.
It's what we need. We start the show, and then we have intro music that comes on, and then Bo comes in out of the background like Stone Cold Steve Austin, jorts and a black T-shirt.
I don't know. All right, what else we got?
Literally, that's all I have for House Bill 1564 and 1567. Sorry to bore everybody.
It's not a boring thing. I'm not read up on it yet. You know what I mean? So I'm not.
Well, and I dug into it tonight before we started, and
I just assumed it was dumb enough it would go away.
Yeah.
I don't think this one's going to go away. I think this gentleman got this job as a member of the House of Representatives in preparation for this particular fight. I think this was his goal from the minute he got in there, was to take out this off-road park, but he's inadvertently going to take out everybody in the process. Bo's taking pictures. That's not good.
I am. That's okay.
You're probably right. Bucket list. He probably is president of his HOA as well.
100%.
But let's see. What else do we want to get into? We already talked about the panel is gone.
Oh, panel's gone.
Lumberjack went to CJ Race Cars.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's the
It's for safety upgrades.
it's for safety upgrades.
For
That's correct.
budget safety upgrades.
Yeah.
With that being said, they did say no, that's the other truck. Did they say they were just going to buy a kit and put in there?
That I do not know. I'm going to be honest with you. When it gets into videos like that, I kind of stop watching. I'm here for the Ultima races and the NASCAR interviews.
Yeah. Sorry.
You're good. All right. That topic. Bomb.
What's that? What? I'm sorry. Start it over. Run it back. Run it back.
Downside of a live show, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. No, CJ Race Cars building a cage for Lumberjack.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, we were covering.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
CJ's probably not going to use the Jegs door bar kit, but maybe.
There's a chance.
I think we're big fans of that more race cars stuff. In all seriousness.
Really?
A company like that, you'd think they build their own.
Well, that like the Cream Puff, the S10 they built for Sick Week.
Yeah.
They said they just bought a more kit and put it in that truck. Because they just didn't have time to fab up a new one. I'm sure they modified.
And the more stuff's really nice.
And the more stuff's really nice. Yeah.
I don't have any, but I'm a fan.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
Also,
see.
when your wife's got a broken ankle in bed and she rings the bell, you get off the show and go take care of that.
Yeah. You get her a legit bell.
She wanted one.
Salvation Army.
When the morphine was flowing good earlier, she wanted a bell real bad. I told her, you have a cell phone that's better than a bell. Just get a hold of me. You know what I mean? So.
Chris, look up Arkansas House Bill 1564 and 1567. Just Google it. It'll tell you everything that you need to know about it.
What's 65 and 66 about?
Well, I don't know.
Okay.
I didn't dig into that. I'll go look it up.
No, I really don't care.
Weight limit on yoga pants.
None. Anyway. What else do we want to get into? The weekend opener at Mocan? This weekend was the first. Was the first, or next weekend's the first?
No, they ran cars this weekend.
They ran cars this weekend. I knew they were talking about the ground was soft, and they were talking about whether or not they were going to do it. So I guess the ground
months
dried
ago, there was zero chance I was going to miss that.
I think Ozark is next weekend.
No, they ran cars there too.
Did they do it this weekend too? I thought it was next weekend.
Yeah, I've seen a couple people posting from Ozark. I seen a quarter-mile time slip from Ozark, which was weird.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. We're going to have to save that for next week's show, Kyle.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
Turbo LS Fox body.
There's a Fox body on Marketplace right now that needs to be bought.
I tried to get.
I know. And I told you, Daddy needs a trans brake more than he needs a Fox body right now. If the transmission was done right now, sitting on the floor, I would say let's go get it.
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah. I've been trying to stockpile some money so that I can make some changes to the car, and I realized I'm perfectly happy with the car. So now I just have some money.
Yeah.
So it's car stereo time for me. Need my car stereo guy back in town so I can spend money.
Yeah. Our car stereo guy, I'm pretty sure his girlfriend's with him right now, so he's not listening to the show.
Well, if he is, get your ass home. Time for me to buy stereo stuff.
Bucket list. That's funny.
I'm not throwing that
Share
up.
it. Share it.
You think?
Yeah, share it. Share it.
You got the trigger over there too. Just remember.
I don't know how to take it down.
You just click on it again.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, click on it now.
You're in trouble, man. Oh, I just did it. I got it now.
Yeah. Okay.
Can you do it fast? Because what if I want to do this fast? Bam. Oh no. What'd I do? Hide. Okay, I just wanted to. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's as fast as you can do it.
Okay, I got it now. That's a game changer. I'm gonna be sharing a lot more stuff now.
That's right. That's right.
I was gonna say something. I can't. John, did you get the text message I sent you about the Holly firewall deal?
Yep.
Cool. There's companies now making the Holly firewall fancy
Bulkhead.
firewall bulkhead. They're making them affordable now, and they look just the same.
All of those had 2 deals, and I just need 1.
Really?
I just have one fat loom.
Okay. I thought they all had.
I guess I could just stick something in the other hole.
I thought they had 2 different.
I thought they all did too.
I thought they all had 2, like one big wire and then one small one. You sure? Yeah, you probably know. Whatever.
All right, guys. Well, we're at the point where it's time to get into marketplace. You missed out on the first part of the show, Chris. No, the wagon or the Nova is not running yet. We've
Fro loves being the only one with a running car.
Yeah.
I drove it just today.
He just waits for somebody to ask if anybody else's junk's running.
That's the truth. That's the truth. I'm going to sit over here for like the next month, just going, did you get your fuel system done, Doherty?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yes, Chris. Yes, Chris. That's the answer is yes right now. The Fairlane is the fastest of the 3.
Yeah, currently.
Unless me or John want to push ours, then yes.
Okay, Kyle, we're gonna save that topic for next time. Let's get into marketplace. '71 Mercury Capri Land Speed Car, $3,000 would make a good Arkansas mild car. No motor, has transmission and 9-inch rear end. It's been to Bonneville and El Mirage. Have documents and time slips to go with it.
I'm intrigued. Let's see it. What's the pause for? There we go. Freaking out.
I was having trouble getting the mouse to work. I'm sorry.
Freaking out. That's pretty all right.
I think it would be fun.
I'm a big scallop guy. I like scallops.
I agree. I'm a very big scallop guy. I wanted to put scallops on this, but we don't want to overdo it.
No. Yeah.
But yeah, I think for $3,000, I think you're getting a pretty reasonable car for if you're into land speed racing. Bucket List Mob is into land speed racing, and even they were like, "Ooh,
That's
what's with the fins? Aerodynamics."
Aerodynamics, yeah.
Yeah. I have to try to make it pretty for land speed racing, but could have tried a little bit.
It's a '71 Mercury Capri. I don't know that you can.
I mean, a little. I like the fancy clips they got so the windshield don't blow out.
Yeah.
That's cool. I wonder what power plant that was set up for.
I don't know. There were no pictures of the engine bay that I recall. And it doesn't have a seat right now.
So I'm not like super versed on land speed stuff, but is that front bumper designed like that to keep the front end down?
Honestly, I couldn't tell you. I'm kind of with you on. We're going to have Bucket List back on here to talk to us about land speed racing.
Okay. Because normally they just block all that junk off, right?
Right.
Flat, but I mean, that kind of looks like John. Come on, man. You're an engineer type. What's that? Oh, Bucket List said no idea.
Yep.
It's all about air with those guys. I don't know what pass.
Dude, this is really hard. Let's move on.
I don't know. I don't like it. So
it's ugly as hell. Move on.
It's hurting my eyes.
All right. Oh, 79 Chevy Monte Carlo, $4,000. This classic custom Monte Carlo is powered by a V8 engine and is a great project for any enthusiast. While it does not come with a title, it will be sold with a bill of sale. This is an excellent opportunity to own a vintage muscle car and trade it for another old school vehicle. Serious inquiries only. Don't miss your chance to restore or customize this iconic ride. Contact for more details.
Oh. Listener 710 popped in, by the way.
Yeah, he'd have been all over the Mercury Capri.
Yeah. Stoney's here. That's what I said.
Wow, excellent.
All right. Let's see these pictures.
Post that up.
Man. Just when you think it can't get much worse.
G body or no body? Gonna go with nobody.
How do you that thing you say about people being talented but not having any taste?
Yeah.
I don't even know that there's the talent portion showed up today.
Yeah, that's not good looking.
That's hideous.
That's
You don't like the skirts?
No.
I am anti the skirts.
Yeah, couldn't hate them much more.
What do you call that? What do you call that? Is that a target top? Is that what that is, or is
that would be a target top? Yes.
Sorry, I'm actually okay with that. That's the only
Really?
thing that's the only thing I'm okay with. It's absolutely, man. I saw a thing today that said just because it's on sale doesn't mean you have to buy it. And I was like, man, that's how I live my life.
Australia digs it.
Yeah. Well,
Chris digs it.
I don't I don't understand. It's hard for me to think there's a Monte Carlo I don't like.
hey. Yeah. Normally, when you put the 4 pictures together in one page, I'm like, I want to see better pictures on this one. I don't need to see better pictures.
No.
I'm kind of glad there's not better pictures of those skirts because that's ugly.
It looks like they had
Pretty bad.
part of the roof off and stuck it in front of the windshield.
It's a little visor.
The roof now sticks out like a visor.
It's a visor. Oh, I didn't even see that.
God bless, you're right.
Let's
Oh my gosh.
make that big screen. Oh, God. It got way worse when I made the big screen. Hey, hold on. Is there what's on the roof in the back? Is there a scoop?
I'm going to guess and say yes.
Look at the top right picture and then the bottom right picture. That's a scoop.
Yeah.
They put a backwards scoop.
It's a
Oh God, it's getting worse.
The longer you look at it, it gets worse and worse.
Oh God. Okay.
All right.
Let's get this thing out of here.
All right. Let's see here.
Aaron likes it because they don't have that body style, is what he said.
Yes.
Okay, I get that. Bad Chad strikes again.
Nice.
That may have been somebody bad chatted that one up big time.
Oh,
that care's not worth $4,000.
No.
It ain't even worth 4,000. What do they use in Canada? Like bottle caps?
That's he's in Australia, not Canada.
Bad Chad?
Oh no, you're right. Yeah, it's maple syrup.
Oh yeah,
Bucket list said nice cow.
Air.
Care. Nice care. Oh my gosh.
Doherty, this one's for you.
Oh, thank God.
84 Chevy Caprice sedan, 4-door, $1,800. Took it down due to weather conditions, runs and drives, but blew a rod.
Whoa, hold on. Hold on, stop. Does it really say it says that?
It really says that.
What?
Yeah, read that, John. Go ahead. Yeah.
Blew a rod, needs a new motor, 26-inch rims, tire. Please move the period. 26-inch tires are bad. Must title 42. 1,500 is the lowest. I will not answer no. Then change the price to 1,500, you jackwagon. I will not answer no questions. If you want it, you must bring a trailer. No, I won't take 1,000. No title needs title 42. No title needs title 42. I'm just gonna message the dude and ask him if it has a title, and if he'll take 1,000. I got 1,000. If you got a title,
then you ask him who Rod is. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Yes. Oh no.
Oh, there you go.
I mean, if it didn't have a blue rod, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
It's got a body lift.
Probably. But it looks like it. You
If
see a
you're
lot
gonna
of
do that, work
you
on
see
a body lift. Just fab up some new bumper mounts so it looks good.
well, you can still see all that frame.
Just gotta fix that bumper. Maybe a little buffing.
And the title 42.
I can't get over
it too.
I can't get over the ad.
I don't know how if it runs good and blew a rod. What part of commerce is this in?
Oh yes, agreed.
You're not too far off on where that's at. Just letting you know. What's funny is this was sent to me by 2 different viewers of the show. And I looked at it and I went, man, ain't nobody wants to have a car with no title. Does that say blew a rod?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is going in the show.
That's wrong on like a few different levels, a few different ways, but
yeah. Do I have one more? I have one more. Holy crap.
It's gonna smell like White House for sure.
no.
Oh, let's move on before this gets bad. 2002 Pontiac kit car, $15,000. Lamborghini Diablo kit car on an 84 Fiero frame, runs and drives around the yard, but the clutch is going out. 6-cylinder, looking to trade or sell.
I've never been a fan of the kit car stuff. The Fiero kit car. There's some pretty cool VW kit car deals going on, but the Fieros I've never been a fan of. All right. Let's go.
Yep.
That's why.
On the go.
Enlarge the picture. The other headrest says Dirk.
I figured the other one just said Rod on it.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah. There we go. Oh,
yeah, that's the downside of sharing comments.
you got to be quick.
Yeah. On the go.
I mean, those in the pictures it doesn't look that bad, but if you see it in person, it's literally this long.
It's the size of a Fiero, people.
Yeah. It's 27 inches from bumper to bumper.
Yeah. And you got to buy Fiero parts for it.
Oh, just not a fan.
Neither's Chris.
No.
50-footer in the dark.
50-footer in the dark.
It's yellow. It'd have to be real dark.
Yes, sir.
If you throw in that car lift he's got back there.
Man. Let's talk about that. We need
What
a
are we
lift.
talking about?
We need a lift.
Yeah.
By we, I mean John.
Big time.
John's got all the space.
Yeah, he needs a lift in the Gearhead Clubhouse.
Yeah. Well, it would definitely make things easier.
All right. Anything else you guys want to throw in here before we start wrapping this thing up?
Even Chris is busting your chops.
I know.
No skidones on this show.
No skidones. No skidones on this show.
No.
But go check out the last show and you can see a rare version of the skidone that was designed for water.
Oh, yeah, don't. I mean,
Yeah,
I'd want more views to happen, but just don't go watch that.
No.
Just to not have any more people see the rare version of the Sagone that drives on water.
Doherty, I don't think you understand how this works. You see, we draw them in, and then they watch the videos, and then you recommend watching the old ones so that they catch up.
Oh. Watch all but that one.
Watch all but that one. No, there's been a couple.
So hold on. What? Who was it? Was it Kyle that suggested a topic? What was that? $10,000. What would you build?
Yes.
The pink steel.
For the pink still. Okay. And the other one was the Motor Trend cars, which we've kind of discussed the Motor Trend cars. That's going to be a hard topic because there's so many cars. There's a lot that I didn't even know about.
Did they find the truck that was missing?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if they found the truck that was missing or not. They haven't posted again about it, so I would say they
You're
found
the one that brings up this high-tech topics and then just, boom, don't know shit. Leave us hanging. Here we are on the cliffhanger.
Oh, don't.
What?
Don't know anything.
You've had plenty of time to Google it for me while you've been not sharing comments to the screen, Doherty.
Someone's got to have their arms crossed during the show. Whenever he doesn't do it, if you notice, I do this. Every once in a while, we need someone doing this. So
I'm not doing that again.
Yeah. Save that picture.
I'll sneak that into next week's show. So
God forbid somebody freeze up because you're getting your picture taken.
So what did we learn today, kids?
Oh, we learned
that we all have fuel injection, but we all still like carburetors better for some reason. Is that what okay?
I think that was the general idea, and then there was a long spot there where everybody passed out from boredom while I talked about a house bill. And
I had to go take care of my wife.
No, I get it.
Yeah. Oh.
But I think that just about wraps us up.
I mean, not to say that I really gave that much care about it, but
well, you're going to when it becomes an Oklahoma statute instead of an Arkansas statute.
Whatever. We'll just nip it in the bud over there.
What I'm curious about is why don't they do something about that guy that's working graveyard shifts and then everybody's mowing their yard at 7 o'clock in the morning while he's trying to sleep? Who cares about that guy? When are they going to start paying attention to the little man?
Little man.
Then you just need to come.
I
to
ain't
my
worked a
neighborhood.
graveyard shift in years.
It's been a long time.
Almost 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, almost 20 years since I worked graveyard shift.
I think I was living at Fro's house last time he was working graveyards. Because I remember calling, going, "Hey, man, when you come home, don't be all creepy and shit. Okay, I got people over here. Don't come walking out in your underwear like you normally do. I got people over here."
Oh,
And that was a real problem.
that was not a normal problem.
Wasn't it, though? I think whenever I was in a better state of mind, I apologize. This is your house. Walk around in underwear if you want to. Doesn't matter to me.
It was always a good thing when I had roommates because you never knew what you were going to walk through the door and see. Because there could be 15 people in the living room or there could be nothing going on whatsoever. It's just what it was.
Yeah, that's all I had to say about that.
Yes. All right. Bo, you want to throw anything in here so we can close this out?
No, because every time I say like, share, and subscribe, Griggs always says I'm not his dad. So
I'll say it. Like, share, and subscribe.
I can't tell him what to do.
Doherty.
Everybody love everybody.
All right, let's wrap it up.
See ya.